Welcome back, YouTube. I know I haven't done a book review in a while, but I said that I was going to certainly be more consistent with doing book reviews in 2021. And I had to do my first book review by my favorite author, Simon Sinek. And of course, by the title, I'm sure you know that Start With Why. Hopefully everyone has read that book or at least seen the TED Talk. But if you haven't, I'm going to give you an overview of the concepts of the book and also give you my opinion on it as well. So back when TED Talk was just becoming a thing, this is like the early 2000s, someone took the stage and they made a bold claim that great leaders actually communicated a little differently from how we may think and how a lot of the leaders that specifically at that time were actually communicating. He said that they didn't in fact start with their product and build the company around it, but they instead started with their why and built the product and the company and the core values and the atmosphere around that why. This was a revolutionary idea because we've seen companies that were not surviving the 2000 and the rush as far as transformation into the internet age, and we've also had the opportunity to see some great leaders, some of which he's mentioned, companies like Apple or Dr. Martin Luther King or the Wright brothers, or some of the examples he used in the TED Talk. But he broke it down even further by providing a chart, what he called the golden circle. And in the center of it was why, and then he had how, and then on the outside was what. The why would focus primarily on what's the reasons for our existence, or why are we doing what we do. The what would be more so the product or the vehicle that we are looking to use, or the ultimate as far as end goal that we're looking to achieve. And the how is pretty much how we're going to get those things implemented. The, I guess marketing would fall into that. The cultures would fall into that. And it's pretty much the opposite, because primarily how companies operate at that time were they would start with their product as far as in the middle and then build everything around their products, because their end goal was actually sales or revenue. And Simon made sure to point out that money is a result. It's not the end goal, or at least it shouldn't be the end goal. Otherwise, the other parts of the circle, the golden circle, are going to suffer. And as we know, the examples that he used, Apple went on to revolutionize the tech industry. Dr. Martin Luther King, he changed the world as far as for civil rights, and the Wright brothers changed how the world travels. So the examples that he used were certainly spot on. They all revolutionized the world, and they all started with their whys and built their outcomes and their products and their hows and their end results around the reason why. In my opinion, I think Simon is spot on with this. I've watched a number of his videos and read a number of his books after this. He's went on to elaborate greatly as far as on leadership. But when I believe that when you start with your why, especially from a company standpoint or even a personal standpoint, you're going to attract people that align with your why. You're going to attract people who believe what you believe. And when you are operating in your natural self and operating towards something that you're passionate about, and it's not just about the money, so you're not going to shift if the money slows down or if it stops coming altogether, but you're building something and you're working towards something, or you're submerged in the environment that truly makes you happy, you're going to keep doing it, and that's going to be where your fulfillment will come. And when you have a bunch of other people who believes those things and who's doing the exact same thing you are, together you're going to be able to get a lot more accomplished and go a lot farther than you would on your own. The money aspect, that when he said that money is a result, I align with that primarily because with the example that I just used, if everyone is working for money, then the money is going to be for personal reasons. I have a mortgage to pay, my house, my kids, my bills, my vacation. But if we're all here for a purpose, our why, which is outside of ourselves, our why is for a just cause. We are doing this for the environment, something that's outside of ourselves, something that's big, something that may take all of our life to achieve, or that we may never even live to see accomplished, but we're working toward that we're going to get a more just effort, and we're also going to get a more loyal team, a more supporting team, you're going to build trust inside of that environment. And this book just really just revolutionized the way people think, because prior to that, not many people were talking about their why, or building their why around it. And now you see these types of things like everywhere. They may not even know who Simon Sinek is, because he so freely gives away this information. And the Golden Circle it wasn't trademarked. He gave that away for free as well. And it really just changed the culture of business and had a really phenomenal effect on how people live their lives, the perspective that they look at it, and how businesses operate. It's my firm belief that your happiness and your fulfillment lives within your why. With that being said, obviously, I highly recommend this book. Everyone should read this book. Listen to it if you don't like reading books or paperbacks, but the information will certainly have an impact on your life. Simon Sinek is a phenomenal idealist and optimist, and his impact is going to be great. So I truly believe that the book is a gift, and that you should certainly all watch the TED Talk as well. If you have read the book, or after you read the book, please let me know in the comments what you got from the book. I love to have that discussion. I can make a video probably 3 hours on this book to go in details, but I would love to hear what you got from the book, and what are your thoughts as far as after reading the book, or even just on Simon Sinek in general. Thank you, and until next time.